Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson with an update from Denver 7.
The search continues for a pair of Denver boys who went missing in Denver yesterday morning.
So as of 7 this morning, police were still looking for 12-year-old Antonio Vergara Cotier and 10-year-old Shane Rigler. The two boys reportedly left the same house near 29th and Hayward Place yesterday morning. Police say the boys are comfortable using public transportation and could be anywhere at this point.
More people who live in Denver's Cole neighborhood are reaching out to Contact 7 saying they too were victims of two potentially dangerous burglars. Right now, we've heard of at least 4 homes burglarized by victims or who were victimized by the same two men. One victim spoke with us but was too afraid to show her face. She says the burglars got away with backpacks and a trash bag full of her stuff, including gaming systems and money.
We're definitely in fear. It's just so crazy to have to live in a world like that.
Denver police are increasing patrols in the area. Right now, they have no leads on who these doggy door burglars might be.
For years now, the city of Denver has looked into ways to make the 16th Street Mall more practical and safer for shoppers, businesses, and tourists alike. We recently went 360 on this redesign plan, hearing multiple perspectives about the need for a redesign. But at what cost? Today, residents get their first chance to weigh in on the plans, and Denver 7's Eric Lufer has the story.
There are 2 public meetings set for 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock today, all about the revamp of the 16th Street Mall. That's going to happen at the RTD offices off of 16th Street and Blake. The city of Denver, and then one of the things they want to do is change up the bus lanes along the mall to provide more space.
There are a lot more people on the mall than there has been in the past, and we project there to be even more in the future. And yeah, we believe it's very important to reallocate that space to allow for a full 10-foot wide clear sidewalk on each side, as well as have space for the transit and also gathering spaces in between the sidewalks and where the transit lanes will be.
New bus lanes aren't the only changes we could see on the mall. We recently went 360 on the topic of revamping the place. For the city, it's all about being practical. For the Denver Police Department, the future depends on public perception. For businesses, it's about bringing in more people. But for some who work at the mall, the future is uncertain. Ray Brown sells The Voice newspaper. He believes changes will force him to move to a place with less foot traffic. The way Ray sees it, this change isn't necessarily for the people who live here.
I think they're catering more to the tourists than they are to, which I understand. This is kind of the moneymaker here.
Again, the public meetings are set for 12 and 5 o'clock this afternoon off 16th Street and Blake. I'm Eric Lufer, Denver 7.
The city of Denver is planning to add 125 miles of new bikeways in the next 5 years. That will nearly double the number of bike lanes the city has right now. 50 miles of bikeways will be paid for with money from the recent Elevate Denver bonds we, the voters, approved.
We really want to move the needle on the number of people who are riding a bike. We want people of all ages and abilities to feel comfortable riding a bike in Denver.
One of the bikeways will be on Clayton Street from 40th to 52nd Avenue, and you can learn more about that project at a community meeting tonight at the Swansea Rec Center. We have a list of all of the upcoming community meetings and bikeways right now on our free Denver 7 app.
The busy week at the Pepsi Center continues tonight as the Nuggets get ready to play the Portland Trail Blazers again.
So tip-off is tonight at 7. The Nugs won game 1 of the series, and we're rooting for a second win as well.
That would be nice. Meanwhile, the Avalanche now find themselves down 2-1 in their series with the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks scored the go-ahead goal with just over 7 minutes left to beat the Avs 4-2 at the Pepsi Center last night. Game 4 is tomorrow night at 8.
And overnight, we got an inside look at the Pepsi Center as crews make the changes from a hockey rink to a basketball court. They say it typically takes 20 people about 4 hours to get this all done. We caught up with the people who are hard at work to make this happen. They're not complaining.
Playoffs are obviously a super exciting time. Not only the teams, but all the staff here work all season hoping to get to the playoffs. The work ethic it's all in, and everyone knows that.
Crews will have to make the change at least 2 more times this week.
Now to a Contact 7 consumer alert. If you're trying to save some money, one way to do it might be to change your grocery shopping habits. Consumer Reports just did an annual survey on grocery shopping. Denver 7's Nicole Brady explains a big new trend is more people buying store brand products.
If you're a certain age, you know these brands. You know the Pillsbury Doughboy. You can probably sing the Green Giant jingle. But more and more, people also know these logos. These are the private labels or store brands. And in a recent survey, 22% of shoppers told Consumer Reports that there are certain store brands that drive them to shop at specific stores. Here in the U.S., store brands account for 25% of overall grocery sales. But an expert I spoke to says in the next 15 years, that's going to be closer to 50%. Part of the reason is that stores are producing more of their own private labels, and they've also reduced the number of name brands they carry. Another reason is that younger people haven't grown up with the same kind of advertising some of us did, so they're far less loyal to those classic brands. Now, as for which store brands are most popular, Costco's Kirkland Signature and Trader Joe's brands ranked the highest in Consumer Reports survey. Kroger and Safeway's Signature Select ranked in the middle. Meanwhile, Walmart's Great Value brand does not drive people to shop at that store. And meanwhile, Consumer Reports says you can save a lot of money, up to $3,000 a year, if you shop for store brands versus name brands. Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
Good information there. Thanks, Nicole. Live Nation is offering up $20 tickets for summer concerts at the Pepsi Center. This deal runs through next Tuesday, May 7th at 11:59 p.m. Now, we don't know what seats are offered up, but we do know you can find concerts like Jennifer Lopez, New Kids on the Block, Sarah Bareilles, and the Chainsmokers. We have all those links and details for you right now on thedenverchannel.com.
It is a little gray out there. Let's get a check of your forecast from Lisa.
And we picked up more snow. In fact, quite a few inches of snow in the mountains above 9,000 feet overnight. And you can see from Loveland Ski Area this morning, it's a bit gray. We've got a mostly cloudy sky. This is what it looks like from City Park this morning. A little rain and snow rolled through town between about 3:30 and 4 o'clock. So the roads are going to be damp this morning. We'll hopefully see a little clearing before we get another round of storms and showers this afternoon. Now, this map here is what we're going to show a lot as we get into severe weather season now that it's May. The light green is where we'll see a few general thunderstorms, so some rain, lightning, thunder. Here in dark green, we have a marginal risk for some severe weather. That would be larger hail, also potentially some damaging winds closer to Lyman and Burlington. Here's what it looks like on Futurecast. From 30s this morning to 40s by about 11 o'clock, and then highs today right around 50 to about 52 degrees here in town and north up to Fort Collins. We'll also see again by early afternoon a few more showers developing, so the roads could once again turn wet for tonight's commute. This is going to clear out tonight, and we're going to see quite a bit more sunshine tomorrow on Thursday. It's also about 7 to 10 degrees warmer, some low to mid 60s Thursday. Friday looks great, mostly sunny. Highs are going to be right around 70. Awesome way to end the week, and as we head into the weekend, 72 Saturday with a few afternoon storms, you guys, on Sunday.
Well, finding the right educational fit for your child can be difficult. It's especially challenging when your child has autism.
Denver 7's Micah Smith shows us the best options for their education.
Autism is a complex developmental disorder that affects different people in different ways. According to the organization Autism Speaks, 1 in 59 children have been diagnosed with autism. That breaks down to 1 in 151 girls and 1 in 37 boys. Boys are 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with autism than girls. Most kids are diagnosed after turning 4 years old, but autism can be diagnosed as early as 2 years old. 18-year-old Anna White, a high-functioning student with Asperger's, wasn't diagnosed until she was 12. And from early childhood, Anna and her mother, Lisa White, tried all kinds of educational options, from private school to homeschool to public school. The traditional classroom setting didn't seem to work for Anna, but she found a free online public school called Destinations Career Academy of Colorado and began to excel.
What caught my eye was we are willing to help students with what they need. Like, if you are stuck on, let's say, an English assignment, you can do it this way, or PowerPoint, writing, or like voice.
Even though online school worked for Anna, education isn't one size fits all. Anna and her mother Lisa suggest exploring all options, including programs within public schools and maybe the online option as well. Reporting in Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
Starting today, if you want to check out one of the most popular hikes here in Colorado, you're going to have to make a reservation. Restrictions are now in place to visit Hanging Lake near Glenwood Springs.
Only 615 people will be allowed to visit each day, and each person must have a paid reservation now, which includes your ride on a shuttle bus to get there. So far, more than 10,000 people worldwide have already reserved their spot.
And we looked, there are plenty of spots open throughout the summer, but we would imagine those spots will continue to fill up fast.
This famous giant troll statue in Breckenridge will breathe new life. Work to rebuild Isaac Hartstone begins today.
So you probably remember Isaac caused quite the uproar in Breckenridge. He originally lived off a popular hiking trail, but neighbors nearby said so many people wanted to come see him, it created far too much noise and traffic.
So Isaac's new home will now be next to the Illinois Gulch Trailhead, still in Breckenridge. It's right by the ice rink in town, just off Boreas Pass Road.
This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us.
Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.